What did you do when he pulled the knife?
Apparently the wrong thing.
Yeah, you should have ran.
I didn't think he was going to use it.
They always use it.
That's right.
I don't know, man. I'm impressed. Sounds pretty badass.
Can you just stick with being a student, please?
Believe me, I would be happy to.
So no future in law enforcement.
No, I've had my fun, but not for now. I'll leave it to the professionals around this table.
Yeah. Besides, he got what he wanted out of it anyway.
Which is what?
A date.
Oh.
Date?
Oh.
You just had to bring that up, didn't
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Come on, spill it.
you? The girl who was getting robbed asked me out.
You mean the one that saved you?
She thinks I saved her.
Oh. When's the date?
Tonight.
So where are we going?
You all are staying here. I'm going bowling.
Bowling?
Yeah, it's having a moment.
You want some pointers?
I know how to talk to women, thank you.
I was talking about the bowling.
Sean, she is a ringer.
You two went bowling?
Oh, yeah. Just once. And
Joe smiles.
kicked my butt.
Well, your dad taught me well.
Well, hopefully, Sean, you not only inherited the Reagan Braveheart, but our chops for bowling.
So, will you call us later and tell us everything?
Absolutely not.
Everyone laughs as they continue eating. Cut to black. Executive producer Kevin Wade.
After her son is stabbed to death, police say his roommate is responsible. The news is next.
So I didn't think I needed Swiffer until I saw how easily it picked up my hair every time I dried it. It only takes a minute. Look at that. The heavy-duty cloths are extra thick for amazing trap and lock, even for his hair.
A dog.
Wow, you'll love Swiffer or your money back.
What causes a curve down there? Can it be treated?
Stop typing and start talking. It could be a medical condition called Peyronie's disease, or PD, and it could be treated without surgery. Find a specialized urologist who can diagnose PD and build a treatment plan with you. Visit makeapdplan.com today.
Would you like some hair buckle bear? Ooh, I love these. The longer I chew it, the fruitier and fruitier it gets. These are the most bestest bears ever. It would not be hard to tackle a gold bear because they're tiny. I'm gonna sit this one up. It tastes so good.
Colbert's got Dr. Anthony Fauci tonight on CBS.
Blue Bloods fans, thanks for being part of our amazing season, but we still have more to go. And trust me, it will be unforgettable and full of family drama. Don't miss the final season, Blue Bloods, coming this fall on CBS. See you soon.
Blue Bloods returns this fall on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Check your cameras. Trust only the best. Protect your family, home, or business with 24/7 armed response.
Perimeter secure.
Remember, AmeriGuards it.
This is Murrow and Emmy Award-winning CBS 47 Eyewitness News at 11.
New at 11, cooling off tonight at Campus Point in Fresno. It's still very warm outside, but cool enough for some nighttime activities, even sitting outside and chatting with friends. We're heading into another hot weekend with triple-digit temperatures.
Catherine Phillips is in for Lauren Wallace with our first look at your pinpoint weather forecast.
Yeah, so we did see really hot temperatures today. We're going to continue to see hot temperatures throughout the weekend, but not as hot. Let's start with a look from our Valley Cam network. I want to show you the live view outside right now from Herndon and Palm in Fresno. Really clear skies now, calm, not too much wind in the air either. We are much cooler than we were this afternoon. 93 now in Fresno, 85 for Madera, 90 still in Hanford, 86 for Visalia, Shaver Lake, a cool and crisp right now. Tomorrow morning, waking up 84 degrees at 8 in the morning. By noon, 98 degrees. By 5 o'clock, 105. And that's kind of where we sit for the rest of the weekend. Saturday, high temperatures 106. Sunday, 104. We'll talk more about what you can expect for the week ahead of us in our pinpoint weather forecast coming up.
Fresno Mayor Jerry Dyer and Fresno Fire Chief Billy Alcorn have released public service announcements to help folks cope with the extreme heat.
The Central Valley heat is here and temperatures are extremely high. Let's all do our part and watch out for each other this summer. Check in on your elderly neighbors, stay hydrated, and visit designated cooling centers if you need relief.
The city of Fresno's cooling centers open when the National Weather Service in Hanford forecasts a temperature of 105 degrees or higher.
And those who are homeless are doing everything possible to stay cool in the heat.
I make sure that my head's wet all the time, and if I have extra water, I'll give people water and tell them to always wet their head, because that's where the heat comes from, the main part of our bodies. So when I notice when I keep my head wet, I stay cooler, you know, and I just try to stay in the shade and just survive.
Local shelters are offering resources to help those who need it, but are running low on available water. Zach Dara, CEO of Fresno's Pavarello House, says they're handing out 1,500 bottles of water a day.
Right now, it's just important to keep people hydrated. And when you're out in the streets, you might need way more than 4, 5, 6. You're talking about 10, 15 bottles of water a day just to stay hydrated in this heat.
Dara also says that they freeze water bottles for people to place on their face. Officials say call 911 if you see someone on the street who looks like they may be passing out from heat exhaustion. And if you'd like to make a donation of bottled water, you can contact the Pavarello House. For continuing coverage of the impact of this extreme heat, be sure and stay with Eyewitness News on air and online at yourcentralvalley.com.
A developing story, an investigation underway in the city of Madera. A man was found dead in an SUV around 6:30 tonight. This was in the 2000 block of North C Street. Police say the man is about 50 years old and was found seated in the SUV. There's no word on the man's identity or an immediate cause of death. Madera police say this is an isolated incident and there are no public safety concerns. It's now been more than a week since police say a man was stabbed and killed by his roommate in Central Fresno. CBS 47's Jason Toktajian shares an exclusive interview with the victim's mother, who is now left wondering why this tragedy happened to her son.
Tennessee Horn Brannaman is Dale Whitley's mom, and she says that her son was roommates with his eventual killer for just 3 days before he was stabbed.
On camera,
say that they're still looking for a motive.
You know, I don't hate this man. I don't hate him for killing my son. I just want to know why he had to do this to him. Why did he have to take him?
26-year-old Dale Whitley was killed on July 4th at a home on Dakota near Millbrook in Fresno. Police say it was an unprovoked stabbing by his roommate, 53-year-old John Palomino. Whitley's mother tells us she found out about her son's death at her front door.
What happened? Is he in jail? Oh my God, is he dead? They said, yes, we're sorry, he's dead. I go, oh no, what happened? And they said, he was stabbed. And after that, I was just a mess. I was crying.
The suspect and victim both lived at what Whitley's mother described as a board and care home. Palomino was arrested for homicide and is now booked in the Fresno County Jail. He pleaded not guilty on July 8th, and his next court date is August 6th.
From what I've gathered from my son's landlord, what the witnesses have told the officers, and from the detective, he talked to the man himself. He had only lived there since Tuesday, and he killed my son on Thursday.
Brannaman says her son was free-hearted and that he was her everything.
He'd be the one you want to go to if you needed help with anything. He'd help you move. He'd give you his last $5.
Now, Brannaman is faced with the challenge of funding her son's funeral. Whitley's family has set up a GoFundMe to help cover funeral costs, and all those details can be found in this story on our website, yourcentralvalley.com. In the studio, Jason Toktajian, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
New at 11, more than 150 guns seized in an investigation into illegal drug and gun sales that span from Madera to Delano. The Madera Sheriff's Department says teams from Madera County, Fresno, Visalia, and Delano served 4 search warrants. During the search, They seized 163 firearms, methamphetamine, and marijuana. 47-year-old Madera County resident Miguel Reyes was arrested on multiple felony charges, including child endangerment and weapons violations. In the South Valley, a 70-year-old man is arrested after pepper spray is released in a Visalia Starbucks. It happened around 11 this morning at a Starbucks on South Mooney Boulevard. Visalia police say 7 employees and 2 customers were affected by the spray. 70-year-old James Jackson was arrested outside the business. He's facing charges related to the unauthorized use of tear gas or other chemical agents.
New at 11, a dog that was rescued after being shot in Parlier is rescued once again. The dog was running out of time and was set for euthanization on July 19th. Back in March, the dog was tied up at a home and shot with a handgun and severely injured. Fresno Humane Animal Services transported the dog, which underwent successful surgery. In May, the dog was put up for adoption but could not find a forever home. That's when the nonprofit organization Fresno Furry Friends stepped in. They save animals who are close to euthanization by loading them into a caravan to take them from Fresno to out-of-state no-kill shelters.
We load our van with 60-70 animals, and we drive all the way to Washington all Friday night, and then we are back on Sunday, back to work on Monday.
Ahmed says Fresno Furry Friends transport of animals near euthanization happens every other Friday. And if you would like to help their mission, you can find more info on our website, yourcentralvalley.com.
In tonight's wildfire coverage, the Mina wildfire northwest of Sacramento has led to the first death in California of the 2024 wildfire season. Human remains have been found in a home that burned on Monday when that fire began. Mendocino County officials are still trying to identify the remains, but it may be that of a 66-year-old woman whose family reported her missing. CAL FIRE says the Mina fire has burned 98 acres and it's now 80% contained. Lightning storms are in the weekend forecast, and both fire and Fresno County officials are preparing for the possibility of wildfires. CBS 47's Hannah Gonzalez has a closer look at the fire risks.
One of the benefits that we had is it started so early in June that there still was a lot of moisture in a lot of the fuels.
With our prolonged heat drying up any moisture left, if a fire does start, it will move faster at higher elevations.
With just one lightning strike, it only takes one.
The county is working closely with CAL FIRE and the U.S. Forest Service to keep a close eye if anything sparks. CAL FIRE says they are increasing their staff and equipment for the possibility of additional fires.
We're all working together to do all that we can to try to protect people's lives as well as property.
One of the most explosive fuels in Fresno County is the nearly 30 million dead trees in the forested area.
Never live your life in fear, but always prepare and be ready.
Those who live in the foothill and mountain areas can help fire crews by creating defensible space around their property.
You never want to have fuels up close to your home.
CAL FIRE suggests keeping your lawn mowed about 100 feet from your home.
There are resources available for private property owners through the Sierra Resource Conservation District. They receive state grants and other private grants as well from time to time, but they will go out and help to harden private property.
Hannah Gonzalez, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
A special donation to save lives. Fresno County has seen 9 drownings this year, according to the Fresno County Sheriff John Zanoni. 3 of those drownings happened in June in rivers and lakes, places first responders say you should never be without a life jacket. These tragic deaths sparked community action. Today, the Fresno County Sheriff's Office showed off dozens of life jackets. They were all donated by community members and organized by people who care.
Seeing all the drownings on the news really wanted me to help and make a difference, and I'm really grateful for all of the donations.
I'm really proud of what we've been able to do this year, and we do it every year through May through June. So if you guys want to donate, Century 21 Select, Fresno, Madera, we are available, call, and we are happy to take any and all donations.
These life jackets will be handed out on a first-come, first-served basis tomorrow at Skaggs Bridge Park, Lost Lake Park, Avocado Lake, and Layton Kingston Park starting at 10 a.m. We have this information on our website, yourcentralvalley.com.
The Central California Blood Center urgently needs blood donors. They say there's a summer shortage due to increased travel, vacation schedules, and the closure of schools that host many blood drives.
The demand for blood and platelets by our hospitals is exceeding the number of donations we've had in recent days. And so supplies are at less than a one-day level. And we thought it was important to let the public know that we need them now.
The Central California Blood Center has donation centers in Fresno, Clovis, and Visalia. You can find a list of locations and hours on their website, donateblood.org. In news from around the state, if you're one of the 350,000 people in California with a home insured by Allstate, you may be in for a shock. The insurer wants to raise its insurance premiums by an average of 34%, and if approved by state regulators, this would be the largest rate increase this year. Allstate is blaming higher repair costs, severe weather outbreaks, and wildfires for the rate hike request. And new at 11, they are ready to protect our highways. 102 new Highway Patrol officers were sworn in today at the CHP Academy in Sacramento. They underwent 26 weeks of intensive training. There's still 2 more cadet classes that are scheduled to be completed to complete the academy before the end of the year.
New at 11, many vibrant colors filling a room tonight at the Punjabi Cultural Center in Fresno. This is the center's 5th annual art exhibit. The exhibition showcases artist Sukhpreet Singh's paintings while students at the camp get to learn tips and paint canvases of their own.
Painting creates kindness, and then we can have a more knowledge about colors, about the environment, you know.
Organizers say his works are influenced by religious philosophy, rural living, and nature. And coming up on Eyewitness News at 11, a group of visitors to Yellowstone National Park is lucky to be alive after their SUV plunges into a geyser.
Plus, the manslaughter case against actor Alec Baldwin is dismissed. Hear what the prosecutor is saying.
But first, here are the winning numbers for tonight's Mega Millions drawing. It's worth $203 million. We're back in a little over a minute.
Do you know what your child is doing online? Over half of our children own a smartphone, but only a third of parents feel confident enough to discuss internet safety issues. CBS 47 knows protecting children is a priority, so we've joined forces with these organizations to bring you the CBS 47 Cyber Safe Parent Program. Visit YourCentralValley.com under Education to find the info you need to talk to your child about internet safety. Brought to you by EECU, Fresno Unified, the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, and CBS 47.
Welcome to the Groppetti Automotive family. Your journey begins here. No matter where you go or how you decide to get there, your journey begins at one of the Groppetti Automotive family of dealerships in Visalia. We've been the Valley's new car volume leader for 30 years. Why? A large selection, quality products, superior service, and an experienced and friendly staff. At Groppetti, we are determined to earn your business.
You are a spry 83 years old. Have you thought about running for president?
No. Colbert's got Dr. Anthony Fauci tonight on CBS.
CBS 47 News is always available at YourCentralValley.com. This is CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Take a look at this. An SUV took a dip into a geyser at Yellowstone National Park today. 5 people were inside the SUV when it happened. The geyser was inactive, but still contained hot, acidic water reaching temperatures of up to 105 degrees. Passengers were able to swim to shore with non-life-threatening injuries. It's not clear yet how the SUV ended up going into the geyser.
Tonight, 2 people are still missing after a tourist helicopter crashed into the ocean off the Hawaiian island of Kauai. That crash happened Thursday. An island resident and 2 U.S. mainland passengers were on board when the helicopter went down for unknown reasons. One body has since been recovered. The involuntary manslaughter trial of actor Alec Baldwin took a dramatic turn in court today.
Defense attorneys called for the case to be dismissed due to prosecutorial misconduct. Elise Preston was inside the court and has more.
A shocking turn of events at this Santa Fe courthouse as the judge dismissed the case.
Dismissal with prejudice is warranted to ensure the integrity of the judicial system and the efficient administration of justice. Your motion to dismiss with prejudice is granted.
Alec Baldwin visibly emotional in court, breaking down, hugging his attorneys. This all came after Friday morning. The judge dismissed the jury on supposed to be day 3 of testimony. Instead, she heard from attorneys after Baldwin's defense claimed prosecutors buried evidence possibly tied to the case. New witnesses were brought in for this hearing. Judge Mary Marlowe Summer put on latex gloves to examine live rounds that the defense believes was intentionally left out of the investigation. The ammunition surfaced years after the shooting, but was never tested to see if it matched live rounds found on set. Jurors were supposed to hear Friday from the movie's armorer, who has already been convicted for involuntary manslaughter, Hannah Gutierrez Reed. The prosecutor, Carrie Morrissey, even called herself to the stand to walk the judge through the ammunition in question and when the state knew about it.
There is absolutely no evidence that any of that ammunition is related to the incident involving Ms. Hutchins.
So the judge is wrong?
No, I said that I respect the court's decision. I think that people can disagree. I'm disappointed.
And then we found out that her co-counsel resigned Friday afternoon as the motion unfolded. Elise Preston, CBS News, Santa Fe, New Mexico.
In the middle of triple-digit heat, Fresno's new splash pad is closed.
This whole place was full. Now it's empty.
We'll tell you when the splash pad could reopen right after your pinpoint weather forecast.
And while temperatures were hot today, they're going to back off a little bit for the weekend. I'll talk more about that coming up after the break. But for right now, we'll talk about what we can expect next week. Your highs in the 100s. We'll be right back.
The Valley cities are always growing, always changing. I'm going to find out what challenges these communities face and what's promising on the horizon. Watch Meeting with the Mayors Thursdays live on Eyewitness News.
When it comes to life, Golden One Credit Union sees you're crushing it. You nailed that audition. You perfected that plate. Your team's inspired. Whether behind the scenes or center stage, you've never chosen the easy path. Instead, you make your own. Golden One Checking works for you with everyday simple checking, so you can keep shining no matter what scene of life you're in. Golden One Checking. Life is a journey best celebrated together.
Jacoby & Myers has been protecting the hardworking people of California for over 50 years, and we've recovered more than $2 billion in settlements for our clients' injuries. If you've been injured in an accident, Jacoby & Myers will fight for the justice you deserve.
Hold it. Hold it.
Hard time holding it? Well, Always Discreet absorbs up to a cupful with up to 0 wet feel and odor. So I'm not just dry, I'm Jump Squats level dry. We've got you always, Always Discreet.
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad. Hey, watch it. It's from Gillette Labs. This green bar releases trapped hairs from my face. Game changer. While the Flex, this contours to it. So the 5 blades can get virtually every hair in one stroke for the ultimate Gillette shaving experience. The best a man can get is Gillette Labs.
The 4th of July event happening now at all Christian's Mattress Express locations. Get the best of the top brands for less. Save up to $500 off select Tempur-Pedic Breeze models, $1,000 off California crafted heirloom mattresses, and $1,200 off select mattress sets by Beauty Rest. Plus, for a limited time, receive a free adjustable base on select mattress sets. Save now during our 4th of July savings event at your local Christian's Mattress Express, and always open online at christiansmattress.com.
Mattress Express. Men and women both face factors that can impede normal hair growth and trigger hair loss. Well-Rooted Hair and Scalp Clinic has helped thousands of happy patients address hair loss and scalp disorders. Book your free consultation and get your hair loss under control. Scan now for details.
CBS 47 is on your side. Contact us for Eyewitness News Investigates. Now, your CBS 47 pinpoint weather forecast.
Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Catherine Phillips. I want to show you the view outside right now from our camera here at the CBS 47 studios. A clear sky. You can even see a little bit of the moon there if you look closely. Gorgeous view outside for tonight. We were hot for today. 112 was our high temperature. The record 109. So not only are we above the record for today, we are well above average. Average is 98 for this time of year. Our overnight low is 80 degrees. We should be around the upper 60s, low 70s for overnight lows this time of year. Outside right now, it's still pretty warm. 93 for Fresno, 90 for Hanford, 90 in Mariposa, 84 for Yosemite Valley, 70 in Shaver Lake. And overall, we're seeing temperatures that are cooler than this time at this point yesterday. 3 degrees cooler for Fresno. Overnight tonight, expect temperatures to stay into the low 80s for Fresno, 81 degrees, so still warm. And then for tomorrow, 98 by noon, 3 o'clock, 105. So we had been hitting the triple digits before noontime, even around 11 in the morning. So that is over for tomorrow. Excessive heat warnings still in effect through Sunday morning. I don't see that getting extended because of the cooling trend we are about to say. And cooling, still take that with a grain of salt. We're still going to see temperatures in the triple digit range. For tomorrow, a big concern I want to point out, this is Saturday around 2 o'clock. Some showers here in the foothills. With that could bring a chance for some storms, lightning strikes, stuff like that. So be aware for tomorrow. However, that does clear as we get through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday throughout the rest of the week. Air quality is not great for the next few days. We really are going to suffer with that for a while, especially if you're sensitive to it. For temperatures tomorrow, we are seeing them being cooler than what we had been seeing. About 106 for Fresno and Clovis. Some South Valley spots hot as well. Not much relief in the foothills or in the Sierra. We are starting seeing temperatures to be warmer than average there. For the next few days, temperatures do cool down. By Tuesday, we could start to see temperatures hover around that 100 mark. Wednesday, 99. Thursday, 100. And then for the Sierra, we see temperatures that are about to be above average still and then cool down. 92 for Saturday. After that, we start to see temperatures into the 80s. Overnight lows go from the 60s to the 50s. So if you do go for, you know, trip out to the mountains and you have those overnight lows in the 60s and the 50s, that's going to feel good.
Yeah, you want to take a jacket.
Oh,
for sure.
Absolutely. I'll take 2.
Oh, perfect sweatshirt weather.
Exactly.
I miss it. I have to be honest.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Kat. Fresno's newest splash pad at Fink White Park is temporarily closed after it was open for just 9 days. The city says there was a leak with one of the plumbing fixtures.
It was fun. It was cooling. We had a lot of people that came, and I mean, this whole place was full. Now it's empty.
We've been working with our contractor and the manufacturer of the splash pad equipment. Those repairs are underway, and with all schedules that we're seeing now, we intend to open this weekend with the goal being tomorrow being back up and running.
The city says the splash pad is still under warranty, so the repairs won't cost the city a thing.
And coming up next in sports, the countdown to kickoff for Fresno State football continues. We're about a month and a half away from a blockbuster beginning to the 2024 season, and Coach Tedford is already getting the Red Wave ready for their East Coast trip as he discussed his thoughts on their Week 1 matchup versus Michigan. We'll hear from the coach next in Sports Central.
Disaster and damage can strike anytime. It's good to know the professionals at Servpro have the training and equipment to get your life back on the right track. Whether it's water, fire, or storm damage, for restoration and cleaning, count on Servpro of Clovis, Visalia, Fresno, and Shaver.
Are you afraid of being ripped off anytime you want to service your car? Do you feel like you need to rely on Johnny, the neighborhood mechanic, for the best price? All Access is here to help.
All Access is where honesty and integrity meet the best prices and service, and that's guaranteed.
But don't take our word for it. See what our customers are saying. Coming here, I feel comfortable that they're actually going to give me the right price.
They've always been honest with me. They've been upfront. I've just never had a problem.
I would definitely recommend All Access Automotive.
All Access Automotive, fair and honest, guaranteed.
Do you own a house that you need to get out of quickly or needs costly repairs? No worries. Hi, I'm Dean with Home Helpers Group, and we buy houses for cash in any condition all over the Central Valley. We buy everything from vacant, damaged, or rented properties to homes in good condition that you just need to sell fast. All with no stress, no repairs, no commissions, and no fees. Give us a call today for a free cash offer. Call 559-888-5100.
Home Helpers Group, getting you cash in days.
This is it. 2 players with a chance to win $1.5 million. Paper, scissors, shoot! Yeah!
Get ready to throw down, because we're taking it back to the playground with Richie's Rock, Paper, Scissors. 2 lucky winners face off every hour with a chance to win $1.5 million in cash. And if you don't, you still could leave $5,000 richer. Play to earn your chance to win at the Tachi Palace Casino Resort.
You're watching CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Roof failures happen unexpectedly. Exposed fasteners, nails, or unsealed mounts around AC units are common causes of roof leaks. Call us today to schedule your inspection.
Go to yourcentralvalley.com/proswhoknow for more expert advice.
Grab the keys to a new Toyota. Let's go! Explore more of California this summer with Toyota's legendary performance and reliability. Make this one to remember. Get a low lease on the dynamic RAV4 Hybrid, or choose a low lease or $1,000 cash back when you finance with Toyota on the road trip ready Highlander.
Grab the keys, let's go.
Toyota, let's go places.
Now, Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
50 days now separate us from the start of another Fresno State football season, and in 2024, the opening battle for the Bulldogs reminds me of the classic saying, if you want to be the man, you've got to beat the man. Of course, Jeff Tedford and his group get a rare shot out the gate at the defending national champion Michigan Wolverines on the road with a chance to create once-in-a-lifetime memories for each and every one of his players.
Who wouldn't want to do that? I mean, you want to go play the best. I mean, you're going to be able to tell your grandkids this forever. You know, in the big house, whether you win or whether you don't win, it's going to be an awesome experience, and you're matched up against the best team in the country, right? So for there, you kind of know where you stand.
Quite the measuring stick indeed, with the Dogs set to take on the new-look Wolverines in 7 weeks. This one surely could be an interesting ball game as Fresno State brings back crucial talents on both sides in Malik Sherrod and Devo Bridges, while Michigan is coming off of major turnover with a first-year head coach, new starting QB, and 13 players leaving in the NFL draft. But according to Vegas, the Wolverines are still a 20-point favorite at the Big House, maybe creating some extra motivation for the Dogs. Current Diamond Dog Murph Gray is going to work in the Cape Cod League this summer. The former Mountain West Freshman of the Year is eating at the plate. In 20 games for the Wareham Gatemen, he's putting up a .342 batting average with 3 homers and 17 RBIs to follow. What a run for the Fresno State standout on the East Coast as he looks to take another leap in his sophomore season. Mama, there goes that man again. Former Diamond Dog Aaron Judge going yard for the 33rd time this season. He launches a solo shot in the third to extend his lead amongst the entire MLB. He's now 5 ahead of Shohei Ohtani so far in 2024. Then a wild moment later in the ball game, Orioles batter is hit by a pitch in the head. So you know what? Bench is clear. We see a little heated moment. You can also see the 6'7", 282-pound Judge right in the middle. I would not try to fight with that guy. Yankees win the final fight, though, 4-1 with the win over Baltimore. And the Central Valley's feeling good. Former Bullard grad Lynn Williams being called up to the active roster for Team USA Women's Soccer after originally being named an alternate. The Fresno native now gets called up for her 3rd time in her international career. Congrats to the NWSL all-time leading goal scorer. And that's a look at your sports. Back to you guys.
Dylan, thank you. Up next on Eyewitness News at 11, how many police officers and cowboys does it take to capture a runaway sheep? The story straight ahead.
An important message for Americans age 50 to 85.
Oh my gosh, you're still using Mom's old coffee pot.
It's my inheritance.
Well, it is a family heirloom.
You know what? The kids can just sell it to pay for my funeral.
It's a good thing you have life insurance.
Life insurance with our family history.
Don't you know about Colonial Penn? It's guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance with no medical questions asked.
I'm on a fixed income.
Who isn't?
You have it?
We all do. John, Maria, even Paul with all of his medical problems.
Colonial Penn.
That's right. Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company. As you get older, your health may change. Colonial Penn understands that. And we don't think it should keep you from getting life insurance to help protect your family. That's why we guarantee acceptance to everyone aged 50 to 85. No health questions, no medical exam. Applying is easy. And you have your choice of options starting at $9.95 a month, a few dollars a week, 35 cents a day. And your price will never go up. A lifetime rate lock guarantees it. This protection can last a lifetime, too. Some insurance policies end once you reach a certain age. Not this one. Pay your bill and it's yours to keep for as long as you'd like.
How did you apply?
Called for information, got an application, filled it out, sent it back. It took a few minutes. And look at this. They sent me this free beneficiary planner just for calling. I filled in all my important information and final wishes. Now my kids will have everything they need in one place.
Ready to learn more? Call for free information and your free gift. There's no obligation. Every policy we issue comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You have nothing to lose. Why wait? Call now.
Call 1-800-651-5775 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-651-5775. There's no obligation. 1-800-651-5775. Call now.
In a race like no other, trust a network like no other. News Nation brings you the conventions live. Every story, every angle, for every American. First up, Milwaukee, Monday. The most trusted journalists, analysis from all perspectives, and your backstage pass, giving you a behind-the-scenes look at one of the biggest political events of the year, the Republican National Convention and News Nation. News for all America.
And new at 11, police in Minnesota need the help of local cowboys to capture a runaway sheep. Body cam video was released today of the sheep wrangling earlier this week, and this was actually, believe it or not, day 2 of the officers' attempts to capture the sheep. That's when they called in the cowboys.
You okay, Jeremy?
It's unclear where exactly the sheep came from.
Is he not tagged or anything? Does he have like a little mark? You know, sometimes they have.
I know. Well, presumably somebody is missing part of their flock, and hopefully they come forward and get a home.
I'm sure if you're missing your sheep, you want it back.
Yeah.
Maybe he was just a solo sheep.
Oh,
right. A lone sheep.
Gotcha. Well, if you are outside this weekend, you might be a lone sheep. Well, the weather's getting better. We are really starting to see temperatures cool down. That is still relative. It still is July. We could potentially be in the 90s on Wednesday.
And that'll do it for this edition of Eyewitness News.
Stay tuned for The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Good night.
I got it.
I got it.
The airport is in 4 miles. Interesting choice.
You're going on 5th? Wrong way.
You got it. But she's delayed.
Discover performance in rare form. Get offers on select F-Sport models at the Lexus Golden Opportunity sales event.
From should I get this checked out to I probably shouldn't have looked that up. From routine checkups to advanced care. From first breaths and first steps to early detection and late-stage treatment. From neurology to urology and every ology in between. From bumps and bruises to your family's long-term needs, our over 400 providers at Community Health Partners offer the Valley's most comprehensive care of all kinds.
Get ready, Save Mart shoppers. Monopoly is back, and we're all fueled up for a savings road trip. Packed with even more prizes and better chance of winning. Play for a chance at over $30 million in prizes and money-saving offers like this and this, or even this. Or try to win $100,000 in guaranteed prize money. Shop your favorite brands with the Monopoly tag for unlimited game tickets. Buckle up to win big with Monopoly Savings Road Trip at Save Mart.
Need help? CBS 47 is on your side. Contact us.
Trump challenged Biden to a cognitive test, but got his White House doctor's name wrong while doing it. Take a listen.
I think he should take a cognitive test like I did. I took a cognitive test and I aced it. Dr. Ronnie Johnson. Does everyone know Ronnie Johnson, congressman from Texas? He was the White House doctor.
Obviously talking about Texas Congressman Dr. Ronnie Jackson.
He nailed his job, and then his first name. Then things went south.
Johnson.
Oh, what a shame.
Ronnie Johnson.
That's not his name.
Ronnie Johnson.
That's not his name.
Ronnie Johnson.
That's not his name.
Ronnie Johnson.
That's a bad frame.
I'm really sorry.
He says it just flawed. Then made this vote. It's not the first time he's botched a name. That's That's not his name. This man's not sane. It will make me puke if we give the nukes to this ball after all that we've heard. That's not a word. That's not a word. That's not a word. These are not words. Bing.
It's The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Tonight, Fools Only. Plus, Stephen welcomes Dr. Anthony Fauci and Callum Turner. Featuring Louis Cada and The Late Show Band. And now, live on tape from the Ed Sullivan Theater in New York City, it's Stephen Colbert.
Thank you, friends. Please have a seat, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, one and all, in here, out there, all around the world to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. I hope everybody's energized. That's so lovely. I hope everybody had a nice Father's Day. I had brunch with my kids, and then I went home and grilled a hammock with my new beard trimmer. Donald Trump had quite the busy weekend, because Friday was his 78th birthday, and he's a little sensitive about aging. In fact, last week, Trump said this birthday was the one he wanted to ignore. Happy birthday, Donald. Are you one? Are you two? And we don't have time for this. You're just old. You're old, okay? Trump celebrated in Florida at a fundraiser that featured this towering cake, which looks delicious and looks like it stormed the Capitol on January 6th.